Hello students, my name is Merrill Hagan, and about 20 years ago, I was in the same position you are now. Well, not exactly the same position, because 20 years ago, I don't think Duval was really doing the Scholastic Art Awards, but I was a student at Stanton College Prep, and I was getting ready for my first year at Savannah College of Art and Design, and I was probably scared out of my mind. But in the 19 years since I've graduated high school, which makes me feel so old, I've had some pretty amazing opportunities. I was Cartoon Network's first intern ever. And they hired me right away, which was crazy because I was still in my last year of school at Savannah, and I was working in Atlanta, which means I had one of the world's longest work commutes. But I hung on. I started in the graphics department and quickly transitioned to writing, producing, and I made countless TV commercials and print ads, and I did show launches, which means you're like one of the creative heads for getting the show launched and promoted on the air for Star Wars: The Clone Wars and for the original Teen Titans. And I was there for the launch of Adult Swim, and did a ton of stuff at Adult Swim, including writing on the TV shows Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, and Stroker and Hoop. Now, in the last 5 years, I started my own company, Jetpack, and out here in Los Angeles, I've worked with tons of companies. I've made stuff for Disney, for Discovery, for Hub, for Hasbro, for Fuse Network, and I still do a lot of work with Cartoon Network and Adult Swim. In fact, Cartoon Network had me do the block, their Saturday morning block for a couple years called DC Nation with the DC characters, Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. And I did everything, all the promotion, all the live action pieces, the packaging, which was a huge project for me. And then I also still write on a lot of TV shows, including Teen Titans Go, which is the #1 rated show on Cartoon Network and one of the top rated kid shows on the planet right now. And DC Comics has also let me do the Teen Titans Go comic book. So for a fanboy nerd like me, kind of a dream come true. I love my life. I love all the opportunities that I've had in this creative arts field. It's been amazing to me. And I honestly can't imagine doing anything else. Like, I love what I do. And I know that it seems like fun because whenever I meet someone new or reconnect with an old friend on Facebook, one of the first things they tell me is, "Oh my God, you look like every day for you is so much fun." And it honestly kind of is. But the other shoe is that a life in the creative arts has a really different set of unique challenges. It's a different set of challenges for those of us who want to pursue life in the arts. For instance, I want you guys to take a moment and just think back about the art you first did when you entered high school. It was probably okay, but I'm guessing the work you're being honored here for today is way better than the stuff you did 4 years ago. And that's going to keep happening. When you go to college and you first start taking college art classes, you're going to get better so much faster, just exponentially better when you see these people from all over the world and you're seeing their skills and your skills, and you just keep growing and growing. And when you finally find your footing in college and you graduate and you get to your first job, you're going to learn that you still have a ton to learn, because that's what a life in the arts is. It's a non-stop learning process, which brings me to what I find to be the hardest thing about life in the arts and kind of the greatest thing about life in the arts, which is that no one can tell you if you're any good or not. I mean, think about it. In most professions, people can tell you if you're good, and there's wiggle room. But if you're an accountant and all your clients get audited, you're a bad accountant. If you're a quarterback and you make a ton of completions and you don't get sacked, you're a good quarterback. But there's no yardstick for art. I mean, what looks amazing to me could look awful to you, or vice versa. Because the truth is, no one can tell you if you're good at art or not. I mean, people will tell you. I had to go to a comic book convention recently for Teen Titans Go, and I had an 18-year-old get in my face for the better part of an hour telling me how much he hated the show. But at that same convention, I met a lot of families and with like little kids, and they would tell me how much they loved it and their kids loved the comic. And the truth is, neither one of those reactions are wrong. The 18-year-old's not wrong for hating the show. The kids are not wrong for loving the show. Because the thing is, you can't control what someone's reaction to your art is going to be. You can only control what your reaction to that reaction is. Because the art is not about them. Your art is a personal journey. You have to find what connects for you, and you have to find what resonates for you. When you put things out, you take in what you need, and you make it to make your next pieces better. And as long as you're hungry, and as long as you want to keep growing, you can keep getting better for a life in the arts. You can keep making yourself better and better and better. And that's the hardest part of this journey. It never ends. It's a nonstop journey of growth. But it's also what's amazing about it. I mean, there will be hard parts of this journey. Sometimes it gets kind of lonely, and you'll definitely be hit with self-doubt at times. It's only natural. But you have to push through that self-doubt and keep going. And there'll be times when you see friends and colleagues fall off because maybe their passion wavers for a minute. But I'm telling you, and I promise you, if you can hold on, if you can keep pushing forward, and if you can keep finding what drives you, you can keep making great art, and the opportunities will come to you. You will find the opportunities. And there's so much awesomeness and beauty and just amazing things out there waiting for you. And all you have to do is just keep pushing to make yourself better. Just keep working at it. The creative arts are not just a living, it's a calling. And I think that we're all pretty blessed and lucky to be called to it. I want to close on a quote from Conan O'Brien that I heard a couple years ago that has meant a lot to me in the last couple years, and maybe it'll mean something to somebody out there. This is something Conan said on his last night of The Tonight Show, and it was, "Nobody in life gets exactly what they want, but if you work really hard and you're kind, amazing things can happen." And I honestly believe that. I want to wish good luck to everybody there today. I wish I could be there in person to see your art. Good luck to all of you, and have fun on your journey.